Morning all and welcome to another day of lockdown. I trust you are all still looking up during this time despite being locked down. Hebrews 10:24 and 25 encourage us to consider how to stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day drawing near. We have all heard the saying that church is not the building, but people inside the church. Imagine if someone actually took the church buildings away from Christians for time to test this theory or to test this theology. I suppose kind of like the time that we're living in at the moment. Pretty much the church buildings have been taken away from us for a time so we can see what church really is. That's just what's happened to us. So I guess it's time for us to see what or who the church really is made up of. As churches around the world turn away from physical buildings and physically congregating on a weekly basis, this actually gives us an opportunity to explore a different way of doing church and a way to test what church really is to you and to me. Our faith will be tested during this time, no doubt, even if it hasn't already been, as we face different kinds of challenges, frustrations, and temptations. We may be tempted to isolate ourselves emotionally and spiritually from our physical and spiritual families at this time. So, as Nick has already encouraged us, let us find ways to stay linked to each other during this time. Keep communication with each other, keep doing church together during this time, and allowing ourselves to be challenged. Let's allow ourselves to be changed and challenged during this time as we find new ways of doing church together. And most importantly, let us not give up the habit of meeting together. Hebrews talks about stirring one another up. Living in very close proximity to my children over the last few days, I see how easy it is for them to stir up one another. Not necessarily to good works, but you can see the stirring nonetheless. So, as I close off, can I ask you how to stir up one another in love, in good works, to continue to meet together in whichever way you can, and to build each other up? See you all on the other side.